We are live from Dunkin' Donuts Park for Game 2 of the season series between 12-3 Deerfield and 11-5 Westminster. Both of these teams have had this game circled on their calendar. It's quite the special occasion being able to play in a minor league park. For those of you who don't know, the Hartford Yard Goats, who are the team who play in Dunkin' Donuts Park, are the AA affiliate of the Colorado Rockies. And this squad has 3 top 100 prospects, 5 top 10 Rockies prospects. We are just about ready for baseball, so Westminster take the field. It'll be Deerfield coming up to the plate first. They've got shortstop Connor Moriarty, center fielder Malachi Costello, and catcher Fletcher Waterman. Today's starting pitcher for Westminster, Maxwell Williams, the junior out of Simsbury. Never faced Deerfield, so with the pressure never higher, we'll see what he can do today. So Connor Moriarty's father, Coach Moriarty, will take his post at third base. After a brief pregame conference, we are ready to go. Williams gets his sign. The first pitch will be taken high for a ball to start us off today. The 1-0, outside and high. Quickly 2-0 on Deerfield's speedy shortstop. Connor is someone that if he reaches base, it immediately causes trouble. He is second on the team in stolen bases with 6. As the 2-0 will get the call outside edge. 2-1 now. So Westminster are playing him as though he's going to bunt to third, as Moriarty will swing and miss. Williams has even the count at 2 apiece. Trying to find his first out of the day. The 2-2 to Moriarty is lined past the second baseman into right field for a leadoff base hit. That's exactly how Deerfield wanted to get their day started, and they'll look to center fielder Malachi Costello to keep it going. Malachi reached base multiple times last game, facing Avon, the #1 team in New England, according to the New England Baseball Journal, as Williams' first pitch is in there for a called strike. So the speedy Connor Moriarty leads off of first. Costello, who leads the team in swipes, up to the dish as Moriarty immediately breaks. The throw is not in time. Moriarty picks up a steal, and Deerfield, after one batter, have their first runner in scoring position on the day. So that's number 7 for Moriarty. Westminster playing Costello to pull here. And he'll sky that one foul and into the seats. So 1-2 now. Williams pitch, outside, no chase that time. Count evens up at 2 for the second time this inning. Gets a sign, the 2-2 pitch, outside and away again. Count runs to full. They're trying to get Costello have a swinging strike 3. He's not biting. You'll have to challenge him in the zone if you want a first out. The full count pitch is grounded foul, third base side. Costello fighting here. Already at 6 pitches in the at-bat. The 3-2 again is grounded to third. They hold Moriarty at second, out recorded at first. So batting third in the order for Deerfield, it's the catcher Fletcher Waterman. He is having one of the best offensive seasons for this club. Waterman leads the team in on-base percentage and OPS with a 1.130. The first pitch from Williams to him will be in there for a called strike. So 2 of the 3 batters Williams has faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to. As he looks to navigate around Connor Moriarty at second base. The 0-1. Waterman checks. It'll just be a call instead. 0-2 quickly. Waterman's going to have to find something he wants to hit. Williams trying to get his first strikeout of the day. Looks over at second. His pitch. Outside and away again. 1-2. Not getting the chases he wants. The 1-2 will be inside. A called strike 3 inside edge. Waterman couldn't do anything about it. Williams racks up his first strikeout of the day. And now it'll be on Gavin Rigney to keep this inning alive and avoid stranding the leadoff man at second. I mean, that last pitch to Waterman, that was a buckler. All he could do is turn away, trying to not get plunked. The first pitch to Rigney, low and outside. Moriarty thought about advancing. They've got him at second. No. Dove back just in time. Thought it was past the catcher. Regardless, it'll be 1-0. So Rigney's got some recent history with Westminster. He came in to strand the bases loaded and preserve a 1-run lead in the top of the 7th back on April 27th. as that is low and outside again, 2-0. Gavin and Fletcher are having the best seasons of any Deerfield hitters. Really been a step up for Gavin, who has put the team on his back at times this season. The 2-0, outside and low again. So after being efficient with Waterman and pumping strikes in the zone against Costello, Williams runs to 3-0, in danger of putting a second runner on this inning for first baseman Jake Rohan. He will find the zone. Rigney taking all the way on 3-0. The 3-1 is outside, so it's a 5-pitch walk to Rigney. And now it'll be on Jake Rohan to drive these runners in. So Connor Moriarty leads off second, Gavin Rigney off first, 2 away in the inning. Max Williams trying to get out of trouble as Rohan fouls that one back to the screen. Jake leads the team in RBIs with 11. Deerfield wants to see if he can tack on a few more. The 0-1 will be a called strike, outside edge. Williams has found that spot against all of the right-handed hitters he's faced today. And quickly 1 strike away from getting out of this inning unscathed. The 0-2 to Rohan. Low and away again, not getting that 2-strike chase. That has been a consistent theme Deerfield might start picking up on. It's become a clear pattern. The 1-2 from Williams will be lined to third. Throw over the diamond in time. So Deerfield get a single and a walk, but they're unable to drive anyone in. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Game still tied 0-0. Westminster will send up their top 3 in the order. It'll be Massey, Lytle, and Curtis. We'll be back for the bottom of the first. We're back for the bottom of the first. It's the top 3 in Westminster's order. Still a 0-0 game after Deerfield stranded 2. Max Williams working out of trouble with runners on first and second. And now Deerfield will turn it over to starting pitcher Connor Nemec to keep this a tie game. Nemec is a new junior to this Deerfield team, having a strong debut season. His first task will be facing Easton Massey, a Boston College baseball commit. The first pitch is line foul, first base side into the second deck, almost at the Yard Goats party deck. The 0-1 from Nemec is lined right at Jake Rohan. Nice block there, will step on the bag for one. And Deerfield quickly on 2 pitches have their first out of the inning. So Nemec has thrown 29 1/3 innings this season of 2.6 ERA ball. 34 strikeouts place him second on the team. The first pitch to Lytle is inside. Connor Lytle is committed to the College of Charleston to continue playing baseball. The 1-0. Go high again. Nemec's 2-0 is fouled off back towards the screen. So hitters count for the shortstop. Westminster looking for their first base runner of the game. That's inside and almost hit him. Three and one now. And that'll run inside again, almost hit Lytle. He'll just take the walk. Westminster's first base runner. That'll bring up the first baseman, Evan Curtis. So it must be fun to be Evan Curtis right now. Why? Well, he's committed to the University of Hartford to continue playing baseball. So this is right in the neighborhood. Pickoff throw not in time on Lytle. The first pitch to Curtis, high and outside. The 1-0 from Nemec. High again, 2-0. So after an efficient first at bat against Massey, Nemec struggling to find his command. Lost Lytle on a 5-pitch walk. Now quickly 2-0 on Curtis. Doesn't find the zone there. 3-0. Dangerous situation. Already a speedy runner at first. Don't want to create any more traffic. The 3-0 will be in there for a called strike. Curtis taking all the way. Nemec trying to fight his way back into this at bat. The 3-1 offering. Outside ball 4. Back-to-back walks for Westminster. That'll bring up Alex Mihailovic. Mihailovic is today's third baseman. Made some nice plays in the top of the first. The junior is committed to Brown to continue playing baseball. The top of this Westminster lineup filled with college commits. Second left-handed hitter of the inning. Nemec's first pitch to him will be high. Nemec has 3 strikes so far through 3 plate appearances as Milovic takes a huge cut for a swing and a miss. Count evens up at 1. The 1-1 inside, called strike. Milovic thought it was never getting the call. Home plate umpire disagreed, 1-2. Nemec's trying to find a critical second out in this inning. His pitch will be high, 2-2. Is outside, trying to find this third strike. Instead, the count will move to full. Nemec is 1 pitch away from walking the bases loaded. "3-2." Be checked and taken. 3 straight walks for Westminster. Load the bases. A prime opportunity for DH Vincent Masloskis to break open the scoring here today. Fletcher Waterman will go to the mound, figure out what the plan is here with Connor Nemec. Getting a quick out against Easton Massey. Things have unraveled. 3 straight walks. And now Masloskis, the Franklin Pierce commit. Great chance to do damage. Masloskis sports an .867 OPS on the season as he takes high for ball 1. So 1-0 now. Called strike, high inside corner. Count evens at 1. It's just about throwing strikes right now. Nemec's got the stuff to overpower hitters. Right now, he just needs to locate it. The 1-1 will be a called strike outside edge, 1-2. Dealing with the bases loaded as a pitcher is like walking across a tightrope. Precision is key. The 1-2 is line foul. Off the screen. We'll do it again. One-two offering one more time. Outside, did not get the call. Waterman almost with a frame job there. Count evened up now. Still only 1 away in the inning. Bases loaded. The pitch to Masloskis. Called strike 3. And Nemec rings him up for a crucial second out. And now he'll just have to get through Jake Plow to strand the bases loaded. Plow is a sophomore out of Hampton Falls. As he fouls that one off. Quickly 0-1. So Lytle's at third, Curtis at second, Milovic at first. After 3 walks, loaded the bases. And that is skied to right center. Costello under it. He will make the catch. So Connor Nemec works out of trouble, strands the bases loaded. We're still tied 0-0. We'll go to the top of the second. For Deerfield, they'll have 6, 7, and 8 in the order. Connor Mudd, Sawyer Ramey, and Cole Gear. We'll be back for the top of the second. We're back for the top of the second. Game still tied 0-0. It was a dramatic first inning, though. Deerfield put 2 runners on. Max Williams worked his way out of trouble, and then Connor Nemec walked the bases loaded. Managed to strand all 3. It's 6-7-8 in Deerfield's order. First up, DH Connor Mudd. Williams' first pitch to him will be inside for ball 1. So Mudd is a new sophomore this season. It's a 758 OPS, batting above 300. He'll take low, 2-0 now. The 2-0. Called strike inside edge, 2-1. Something to know about Williams. He's borderline unhittable. Opposing batters have a 163 batting average against. However, teams have been getting against him with the walk as Mudd lines that to center for a base hit. Deerfield's second of the day. Well, that 163 just went up a little bit. Deerfield setting the table perfectly through 2 innings. Sawyer Ramey is Deerfield's starting third baseman today. Williams to step off. Mudd does have speed. He's someone to watch on the base paths. Ramey is a Middlebury commit for basketball. The first pitch to him will be low and blocked by Massey. Ramey had a game-tying RBI single on Monday against Avon, where Deerfield took the lead that they would not relinquish. 1-0, low again, 2-0. Williams trying to find the zone here. Back-to-back innings, he's allowed the leadoff man to reach base. 2-0 is low again, quickly 3-0. Ramey 1 pitch away from being the second walk against Williams. Trying to keep this at bat alive. The pitch is low and outside. It will not. A walk to Ramey, and Deerfield with no outs have runners on first and second as they look to take the lead for the first time today. Massey goes to the mound to figure out how they want to attack 8 and 9. Cole Gear is the second lefty in this lineup for Deerfield. He had an opposite field base hit against Avon on Monday. Should have been an RBI, but a strong outfield assist from left fielder Ben Williams got Jake Rohan at the plate. The first pitch to Cole Gear is bunted way foul, almost over the screen. Not exactly how you draw it up. So Cole is one of the most impressive athletes on this team. He's a multi-sport. Deerfield's starting quarterback, committed to the University of Virginia to continue playing football. He's manning right field in what is a challenging position. I think typically manned by Yard Goats right fielder Yanquiel Fernandez as Gear lays down bunt, and it's foul again. So I'd be surprised to see him do it with 2 strikes. But outfield athleticism is crucial in a park like this. Deerfield has Landon Wayne in left, Malachi Costello in center, Cole Gear in right. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Gear down on 3. Second strikeout of the day for Williams, first swinging. That brings up Landon Wayne. Runners still on first and second, one away in the inning after the 3-pitch strikeout. First pitch low and away. Landon's got a tough challenge left field here. It's a larger left field, larger than any other part of the outfield. The 1-0. Be taken for a called strike. Count evens up. The 1-1. Called strike outside edge. So after the first two men reached, Williams is locked in. Struck out Cole Gear. Has Landon Wayne in a hole, 1-2. Williams' pitch is check swing fouled off first base side. So the 1-2 again. Wayne will take it high. Count evens up. Trying to create as much traffic for the top of the order as possible. The 2-2 to Wayne will be low and outside again. Count runs to full. Wayne doing a good job working it this much. Williams already had 41 pitches on the day. He threw 1 1/3 innings. Payoff pitch to Wayne. Will be a called strike 3 outside edge. He thought he had it. Instead, Williams racks up his 3rd strikeout of the day. Just needs one more out to get out of it. Trouble for the 2nd straight time. Connor Moriarty up for the 2nd time. He lined a single to begin today's game. Then stole a base. The first pitch to him is not close. 1-0. Connor has an exceptional understanding of the strike zone, a .475 on base percentage for the year. That'll be a called strike. Deerfield trying to drive in the first run of today's game. Connor Mudd is off second base. Sawyer Ramey off first. 1-1 on the Bowden commit shortstop, Connor Moriarty. Williams pitch. A sharp slider moves it to 1-2. One strike away from striking out 3 in a row and stranding 2. The 1-2 from Williams. Low and outside. Still not getting the bite on the outside slider to right-handed hitters. The 2-2. Called strike 3. Max Williams works out of trouble after a leadoff single and a walk. He strikes out 3. We're going to go to the bottom of the 2nd. Game still tied. It'll be Hamida, Sheldon, and Tartan for Westminster. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. We're back for the bottom of the second. Game still tied. It was a thrilling top of the second for Westminster. Max Williams working out of trouble, striking out 8, 9, and 1 in Deerfield's order. Stranding Connor Mudd and Sawyer Ramey on the bases. Connor Nemec will come out for his second inning of work. He'll hope it's quieter than the first when he also escaped base runner trouble. The first pitch is a called strike, bottom of the zone. Stephen Hamada, Jr. out of New York. That is grounded up the middle for a leadoff base hit. Second time today we've seen a lefty hit it right up the middle. Nice swing. Jack Sheldon will try and move him up. Sheldon is a Fairfield University baseball commit. He was the starting pitcher in Game 1 against Deerfield, as he takes strike one to start off this at-bat. Matt won't find enough zone. 1-1 on the second baseman. Pickoff throw not in time on Hamada. Still 1-1. Drops in strike two. Nemec looking for a second punch out of the day. Sheldon skies that one to right. Under it is Cole Gear, who will make the catch for the first out of the inning. Junior Shaw Turton is Westminster center fielder today. In the 9 hole as they look to get as many base runners as they can before turning it over. Stephen Hamada still off first base. Nemec's first pitch is grounded foul. Strange hop there. Waterman thought it was still in play. He'll just go down to strike one. Turton is a master of reaching base. 511 on base percentage. 886 OPS overall on the year. And that'll be strike two on the junior. After an uncharacteristic bout of spotty command in the bottom of the first, Nemec is locked in here, throwing almost all of his pitches for strikes. As that's grounded to Sawyer Ramey and past his glove. A single moves runner into scoring position for the second time today for Westminster. Just punched it through the third base hole. So that brings up the top of the Westminster order for the second time today. Easton Massey grounded out to Jake Rohan. And he'll sky this one first pitch to center field. Malachi Costello under it. Tagging and retreating back to second is Hamada. A nice throw by Costello. Deerfield quickly have two away in the inning. So the shortstop, Connor Lytle, look to keep this inning going for Westminster. Both teams just trying to crack a run across. Both pitchers doing an exceptional job of stranding runners. Hamanov second, Dartinoff first. That goes behind and plunked him. First pitch hit by pitch, and the bases are loaded again. So Lytle has reached safely both times he's come to the plate today. Now it'll be on Evan Curtis. So for the second straight inning, Westminster have loaded the bases. The first baseman Curtis takes low. He walked in his first at-bat. The middle of 3 straight walks. Westminster trying to break this game open. The 1-0 is fouled off. Nemec disrupted his timing there. Curtis is arguably the best hitter on this Westminster squad, OPS above 1. And he'll take a called strike too. Nemec dropping it in there beautifully. Only needs one more strike for his second strikeout of the day. And stranding the bases loaded again. It'll be grounded foul, first base line. Curtis leads Westminster in extra base hits, 3 doubles, 2 triples, and a homer. And time will be called. The lefty is surely thinking of pulling it to right center in between Costello and Gear. Instead, that'll be low, blocked by Waterman. Count evened up at 2. Curtis is one of 3 captains on this Westminster team. Break the game open for him with the bases loaded. Swing and a miss. Nemec sets him down. Strikeout number 2 of the day. Back-to-back innings where he's left the bases loaded. No runners score. We'll go to the top of the 3rd. Deerfield have 2, 3, and 4 in their order. Malachi Costello, Fletcher Waterman, and Gavin Rigney. Try and get the first run on the board for today's game. We head to the top of the 3rd. We're back for the top of the 3rd inning. Deerfield and Westminster still tied at 0. Both teams have had plenty of base runners. Deerfield's had 4, Westminster's had 6. All 10 have been stranded so far. Deerfield, with the heart of their order coming to the plate, going to look to buck that trend first. It'll be Malachi Costello to lead it off. The center fielder grounded out to third in his first at-bat. Trying to effectively set the table as Deerfield's done for the first 2 innings of this game. Both leadoff singles, one from Connor Moriarty, one from Connor Mudd. Williams' first pitch to him is outside for ball 1. So Costello is a Iona University baseball commit. He takes another low outside slider, 2-0. This is his first season as an outfielder. He's been Deerfield's everyday center fielder and shining in the role. He'll take low quickly, 3-0. Williams, danger of letting the leadoff man reach for a third straight inning. But Costello's made some sensational catches, one against Worcester 3 weeks ago, and then one against Avon on Monday to save the game. Costello will take a called strike. Williams finds the zone for the first time this at bat. The 3-1 is skied to center. Turton going after it. He'll make the running catch. One away in the inning. That brings up catcher Fletcher Waterman. He struck out looking on a buckling slider. That slider doesn't find the zone. 1-0 now. One-0 pitch to Waterman. Low and outside, 2-0. Williams has been trying to find a spot and get these chases. We'll have to see if he makes an in-game adjustment. Deerfield are not swinging at that. They are a disciplined squad. Don't sell out for much. Waterman will ground that to short. Lytle throws over to first. A nice pick by Curtis. Too quickly away in the inning. So for the first time this game, we've had back-to-back outs. I mean, saying that in the third inning, that's something. Gavin Rigney will try and stop this from being a 1-2-3 inning for Max Williams. Westminster were cracking through. Rigney takes ball 1. They surely want to get the bats back up again. The 1-0 to Rigney will be high and inside. Gavin walked in his first plate appearance. He is a disciplined hitter. Last year he led the team in walks and walk percentage. So he's low and outside again. Not getting that chase. Quickly 3-0 on Rigney. Second time at a 3-0 count this inning. Williams trying to find the zone on 3-0. He will, right down the middle. Three and one, and see what his pitch is here. It'll be low and outside, so 2 walks for Rigney. He's reached safely both times he's come to the plate. Now Jake Rohan will try to keep things going with 2 outs as a mini conference on the mound. Sheldon going over, I'm sure a pickoff plan with Williams. I don't often see a second baseman go out there by themselves. Jack Rohan grounded out to third. Lovich's throw is a little high, but Curtis has the height. He just hopped up a little bit, brought it back to earth. First pitch low and outside again. Rigney leads off first, and Rohan skies that one in the air. Very foul and off the roof. Boy, did that make a thud. So 1-1 on Deerfield's big first baseman. The pitch, called strike two. It's the best count that Williams has put a Deerfield batter in this inning. Looking to finish Jake Rohan off, bring the bats back up. Rigney breaks for second. Throw over is in time. So the mini Mound Conference pays off. Gavin Rigney caught stealing. Jake Rohan will lead off the top of the fourth. Before that, we'll go to the bottom of the third. It's the heart of Westminster's order. Mihalovich, Maslowskis, and Plow will try and get the first run on the board for today. We go to the bottom of the third. We're back for the bottom of the third. This is the caught stealing that ended the top of the third. Easton Massey gunning down Gavin Rigney. Westminster had planned for that to happen. They had a meeting on the mound briefly. Deerfield are making their first call to the bullpen for today's game. So coming in relief of Connor Nemec, it is Connor Mudd. He's shifting from being the designated hitter to going to the mound. Mudd is the only left-handed pitcher on Deerfield's roster. And he last faced Choate back on April 24th. 3 innings of 3-run ball, only 2 of them were earned. Walked 1, struck out 2. So he'll look to provide innings. It's a 3-game week for Deerfield. They played Avon on Monday. PG Griffin Dupuis threw 6 of those innings, and then Gavin Rigney came in for the save. Obviously, they're playing Westminster today, and then on Saturday they go on the road for their final regular season league game against Phillips Andover. So Alex Mihalovich will be the first opponent for Connor Mudd. And the first pitch does not find the zone. Turns Mihalovich away, 1-0. Now. And that'll find the zone. That moves to 2-1. First strike of the day for Connor Mudd. The 2-1 is in there, evens the count up. Mudd is particularly tough against left-handed hitters. His fastball, slider, curveball, and changeup mix, especially the curveball, are quite tough, especially from that release angle. That's fouled off. Milovich is trying to stay alive in this at-bat. The Brown commit was the third of 3 straight walks by Connor Nemec back in the first inning to load the bases, which he would eventually escape from. And that'll be taken. Skips off Waterman. Count runs to full. And Mudd's full count pitch is popped up in the air. Gavin Rigney calls for it. 1 away. That's lined right into the glove of Jake Rohan. He'll drop it, and there will be no play at first. Mudd thought Jake had caught it. Instead, Meslauskis will just hustle down the line for a base hit. He was lining it, just deflected off Rohan's glove, but his body was blocking it to the point that Mudd thought the play didn't need a backup at first. Meslauskis ran hard down the line. Westminster had the go-ahead run on the bases. Pickoff thrown out in time. Jake Plow flew out to Malachi Costello in center field to end the bottom of the first. Second lefty in the pocket. And that'll run inside, almost hits Plow in the head. The 1-0. 2-0, inside again. Trying to find the zone instead. It'll go near the head of Plow for a second time this at bat. Count runs to 3-0. So Meslauskis only has 2 steals on the season. Not too much of a threat to run here. The 3-0 will be in there for a called strike. Mudd trying to battle his way back into this at bat. After the second pickoff throw. Mudd's pitch will be inside for a third time, so Plow works a walk. And Westminster, for the third straight inning, have multiple base runners, only 1 out. Third lefty that Mudd has faced. Should be a favorable matchup. Hamida lined a leadoff single in the bottom of the second off Connor Nemec. Now he has a prime opportunity to drive in some runs today. Meslauskis off second, Plow off first. Mudd's first pitch. Be low and outside. inside for a called strike on the lefty. Nothing he could do about that pitch. That's one of those where you just can't make quality contact with it. You don't want to settle for some weak ground out. So regardless, the count moves to 1-1. And Mudd beautifully drops in. Strike 2. Best count he's had, a Westminster batter this inning. Trying to find the put away for a crucial out number 2. Mudd's pitch will be inside again, trying to get this curveball on line against the lefties. It's a weapon when it's on. Right now the count's just even at 2. Mudd's pitch is skied foul into the seats. The 2-2 is grounded up the middle for a base hit. Coming around third is Maslowskis. Stopping at second is Flo. It's an RBI single for Steven Hamada. Westminster get on the board first. It's 1-0. So after putting 8 men on, they're finally able to break through. The first run on the board for today's game. That'll bring up Jack Sheldon. First pitch to the senior captain is a called strike. Sheldon flew out to Cole Gear and right in his first at-bat. He's looking to double this Westminster lead, bring in Flo all the way from second. Mudd's pitch. It's line foul. Quickly 0-2 after the RBI single. It's definitely fishing for a ground ball double play here. That's low in the dirt, 1-2. That was the third hit up the middle by a left-handed hitter. It's been quite the effective spot today. So you can see that swing again. It's a nice stroke up the middle. This pitch is way high. Count evened up at 2. And that is lined right back at Connor Mudd, who will take the out at second, throw over to first. In time. Deerfield turn a clutch double play to limit the damage to 1. But Steven Hamada gets the first run on the board for today's game. Westminster lead at 1-0 as we go to the top of the 4th. Deerfield will have 6, 7, 8 in their order. It'll be Connor Mudd, Sawyer Ramey, and Cole Gear. We're back for the top of the fourth. Westminster lead this game 1-0 after Stephen Hamada lined an RBI single up the middle to drive in Vincent Mazlowskis. It took them 8 base runners, but they were finally able to drive one in, and they'll ask Max Williams to protect this lead. He'll have to deal with Jake Rohan, Connor Mudd, and Sawyer Ramey. So 5, 6, and 7 in the Deerfield order. They look to tie it. So Jake Rohan gets a redo of his second at-bat after it was prematurely ended in the top of the third when Gavin Rigney was caught stealing. The first pitch from Max Williams is lined past the third baseman Milovic for a base hit. Rohan quickly getting things started. Deerfield tie it. Second hit today, punched through the third base hole. That'll bring up Connor Mudd, who is looking to serve as his own form of run support. He started off as the DH, then he took the mound last inning. First pitch will be low. 1-0 on the sophomore. That'll be a called strike. Williams evens the count. One is skied, foul off the screen. 1-2. Max Williams sports a 3 ERA on the season coming into today's game. The 1-2. He's a called strike 3. Rings up Mudd for the first out of the inning. 5th strikeout of the day. First pitch low and away. Nice block by Massey. Sawyer Ramey drew a walk his first time to the dish. He was on 4 pitches, moved Connor Mudd into scoring position. Then Williams found a new gear and struck out the next 3. Massey back pick to first, not in time on Rohan. 2-0 in the count. It's interesting, Williams has thrown significantly more strikes against Deerfield's 2 left-handed hitters. This low outside slider is just not getting any chases. 3-0 now. And you have to wonder if an adjustment will be made. I mean, Deerfield's not going to start chasing it as the game goes on when they've seen more of it. The 3-0 to Ramey will be a called strike, edge of the zone. 3-1. Ramey will call time. The 3-1 as Rohan breaks for second. It'll be a called strike. Rohan swipes the base. And Deerfield have a runner in scoring position, 1 out. Full count. Rohan off second, and Ramey skies that to right. Going back is Hamida. He'll make the catch. Tagging and retreating is Rohan. 2 away in the inning. So it'll be on junior Cole Gear. Try and tie this game, keep the top of the 4th going. And Gear will line that foul hard by the Deerfield first base dugout. Cole struck out on 3 in his first at-bat. Williams looking to dispatch him for a second time. Gear just trying to punch it past the infield. Let Rohan tie this game up. The 0-1 is low, spiked in the dirt. Going to third is Rohan. Got past Massey. Now Deerfield just need 90 more feet. Williams has thrown 78 pitches so far today. Let's see how long the leash is. 3 2/3, 3 hits, 3 walks, 5 Ks. Trying to find one more out for 4 scoreless. Gear swings and misses. Now 1 strike away from K number 6. The 1-2 to Gear. He's fouled off, just stays alive. Jake Rohan off third. Deerfield trying to tie this game at 1 apiece. The 1-2 again to Gear. Is lined foul on the ground. We'll do it again. Williams getting set. The 1-2 again. Taken high. Count evens up. So Williams has blown past the most pitches he's thrown in a game. That was 78 back on April 17th. His 2-2 to Gear is grounded to second. Play should be made by Shelton. He will. Westminster strand a runner at third, 2 outs. They'll still lead at 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. And it'll be 9-1-2 in the Westminster order. Turton, Massey, and Lytle. We'll be back for the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the fourth, Westminster still lead at 1-0. They'll look to pile on here in the bottom of the fourth. It's 9-1-2 in their order. The center fielder Turton lined a base hit in his first time to the dish. Connor Mudd comes out for his second inning of relief. Looking to improve on a up and down third inning that involved Westminster scoring that one run. His first pitch will be inside. The 1-0 is skied to right. Gear, great route, makes the catch. The catcher, Easton Massey, will come to the dish for the third time. He's 0 for 2 on the day. A ground out and a fly out to center field in his last at-bat. Hasn't faced Mudd yet this game. The first pitch will be low for ball 1. The 1-0 is grounded hard to third base. Ramey's got it, throws across the diamond, 2 away. So 4 pitches, 2 outs, and Connor Lytle will look to avoid a 1-2-3 inning for Connor Mudd. Got a lot of Connors today. Nemec, Moriarty, Mudd, and Lytle. Which should start Connor Kahn. Lytle is 0 for 0 with walking hit by pitch. He takes a called strike outside edge to start him off here. The shortstop skies that to center. Malachi Costello under it. A 1-2-3 inning for Connor Mudd. A nice rebound from the third. Deerfield will try and tie it as we go to the top of the 5th. They'll have 9-1-2 in their order. Landon Wayne, Connor Moriarty, and Malachi Costello. We'll be back. We're back for the top of the fifth. Westminster still lead this game 1-0. They'll make their first call to the bullpen today, so that'll end Max Williams' day. And Vincent Maslouskas will shift from the DH spot to the mound as he has 9-1-2 on his plate. Landon Wayne will start it off. He struck out looking in his first at-bat. Maslouskas deals a big cut, swing and a miss. Wayne unable to catch up with that one. So Maslouskas is committed to Franklin Pierce. And Wayne skies that one to left. After it and making the catch is Plow. One away in the inning. I mean, that was the hardest hit ball we've seen all day. Nice catch by Plow. It's tough to be an outfielder in this park. None of these guys have ever played here. They didn't get a chance to, practice with BP or anything. So one away in the top of the Deerfield order up for the third time. Connor Moriarty's 1 for 2 with a stolen base. They'll take low and outside to start him off. This is the first appearance for Maslouskas since May 1st, an inning against Kent. As it's low and outside again. 2-0. He pitched a clean inning, struck out 2. He's been a top reliever for Westminster. And Moriarty will ground that one to third. Will it stay fair? No. Thought it might have bounced off the bag strangely. Instead, it'll just be a 2-1 count. Deerfield have left 5 base runners on today. They're still looking for their first run. The 2-1 to Moriarty. Outside. 3-1 now. The pitch is grounded up the middle. Lytle, it bounces off of him. He booted it. Moriarty will reach on the E6. Deerfield get things going here in the top of the fifth for center fielder Malachi Costello. That's just a hard hit ball up the middle. Bounces off Lytle, and then at that point, with the speed that Moriarty's got at first, what are you going to do? So Maslouskas will have to work around the 1-out error. Moriarty already swiped 1 bag. Deerfield have 2 steals on the day. And we're caught stealing once as Costello lines that hard to right. Hamada running catch, makes the play. Throw back to first, and it gets by him. Going to second and retreating back to first, actually, is Moriarty. He thought about it, but Massey did a good job to block the ball, back up the play. A risky one by Hamada. He thought he could have grabbed Moriarty. Instead, it'll be 2 away. And on Fletcher Waterman to keep this inning alive for Deerfield. We're approaching the late innings here in this one, so if they're going to tack runs on, they've got to do it soon. Waterman's 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to short his last time up as he takes a huge cut, swing and a miss. The 0-1 to Waterman as Moriarty breaks for second. Throw by Massey is high and deflects off Sheldon. Going to third is Moriarty. Turton will just throw it to Lytle. The E2 gets Connor to third. He'll pick up a steal on the way. Second stolen base of the day. Second error of the inning for Westminster. And now Waterman just has to find a way to put the ball in play here. Try and punch it opposite field. Westminster is shifting him to pull. As that was low. Count evens up at 1. They've got Mihailovic playing back, trying to cover the third base hole. They've got Lytle and Sheldon manning the middle. That's low and outside again. 2-1. So, I mean, Waterman can realistically check swing it pretty much to the second base hole and reach. Drive in Moriarty. 2-1, 2 outs. That'll go high. Well, I guess it was 3-1. So Waterman actually just will draw a walk instead. Good for him. Now Gavin Rigney with runners on the corners. Rigney has walked both times. Was caught stealing to end the top of the third. First pitch to him is a called strike, outside edge. Nice frame job by Massey. Widen the zone there. Deerfield could try a double steal here. Waterman leading off first, Moriarty off third. He'll break, try and bait a throw. Instead, it'll just be outside. Massey not eager to let go of the ball. So the 1-1 is lined foul. Just a few inches foul. Rigney had a good swing on that one. That would have been an RBI single for sure. Instead, it's 1-2. Gavin had an RBI double just like that down the third base line off of Avon on Monday. Tries to deliver. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Deerfield trying to tie this game. Waterman breaks for second, and Rigney lines it and into the glove of Lytle. A nice running catch keeps this a Westminster lead. What a play by the senior shortstop. Deerfield unable to tack on here in this inning. That's play of the game so far, everybody. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th on the heels of that. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the Westminster order. Curtis, Mihailovic, and Meslauskis. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th. We're back for the bottom of the 5th, but before we resume action, you've got to see this play. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Deerfield trying to tie it up. Gavin Rigney lines it. Connor Lytle, a nice jumping catch to get out of the jam. That's play of the game so far. That's why Westminster is still leading 1-0. It's 3, 4, and 5 in their order. The first baseman, Curtis, 0 for 1 with a walk. His most recent at-bat, he struck out swinging against Connor Nemec. This is the first time he'll face Connor Mudd. And that first pitch will be inside. quickly 1-0. That's low. 2-0 now. And a called strike will move it to a hitter's count, 2-1. Mudd has retired the last 4 men he's faced. He had a 1-2-3 inning last inning. And he can't find the zone there. Count runs to 3-1. In danger of walking the leadoff hitter. And in fact, letting the leadoff hitter reach for the first time. His pitch will be low for ball 4, so a leadoff walk gets the bottom of the 5th started for Westminster. That'll bring up Alex Mihailovic. So Mihailovic is also 0 for 1, also with a walk back in the 1st. He'll take low for ball 1. Curtis holds it first. 1-0. Be low again. Mudd not getting the chases he's looking for. Count runs to 2-0. Waterman will go out for a mound visit. Figure out how they want to attack these lefties coming up to the dish. Mihailovic, Plo, and Hamada. 3 lefties in the next 4 batters. Mihailovic lines that one foul. 2-1. Pickoff throw not in time. Curtis has yet to record a steal this season. Not much of a threat on the bases. And that's lined into the left center field gap. Wayne will cut it off and limit it to a single. Hustling to third and out is Curtis. A nice outfield assist for Landon Wayne, gunning down Evan Curtis at third. It'll just be square one. Runner on first, now with 1 out instead of none. So the always fun 7-5 put out there. And now it'll just be Mihailovic off first for the formerly DH, now pitcher, Vincent Maslauskis. Pickoff throw not in time. Mihailovic is someone to think about on the base paths. He has 5 steals on the season. First pitch from Mudd is fouled off. 0-1. Maslauskis 1 for 2 with a single, scored as the only run of today's game. Mihailovic is 3rd on the team behind Plo, who has 6, and Massey, who has 8 steals. The 0-1 is outside. Almost looked like a pitch out there. Count evened up at 1 now. Pickoff throw almost gets by Jake Rohan, who uses his size to keep it in. Is outside. 2-1 now on Maslauskis. That is skied to right. Colgear under it. He'll throw back to first. Can they double him off? Yes! 2 outfield assists in the inning. Deerfield with a 1-2-3. Not how you draw it up. Regardless, they put it down. We'll go to the top of the 6th. Westminster still lead at 1-0. Deerfield will try and tie this game up with Jake Rohan, Connor Mudd, and Sawyer Ramey coming up to the plate. We go to the top of the 6th. Top of the 6th action. Westminster still lead at 1-0, but before that, you've got to see this double play turned by Colgear and Wright. So Alex Mailovich got greedy at first, didn't think about going back to second. Jake Rohan just takes a nice throw, turns the double play, the second outfield assist of that inning for Deerfield. They get 1-2-3, not the way you think, a walk, a single, and a double play. First pitch to Jake Rohan will be in there for a strike. Maslowski's in for his second inning of work. The 0-1 to Rohan is grounded to short. Lytle's got it, throws over to first in time. That brings up Connor Mudd, who came in relief of Connor Nemec and has thrown 3 innings of 1-run ball. Mudd is 1 for 2 on the day. The first pitch to him is a called strike down the middle. The 0-1, a called strike inside edge. Mudd, no way to get the bat around to that. He'll have to take it. He's quickly in an 0-2 hole. The 0-2, and Mudd skies that to left center after it's Turton. Instead, the play will be made by Plow. Too quickly away in the inning. Deerfield trying to avoid having to rely on the 7th. It'll be on Sawyer Ramey to get things going. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch. Called strike outside edge. Maslowskis has been filling the zone this inning. After he was a little inefficient last inning. A few base runners to reach. That pitch is in the dirt, 1-1. But we've seen a lot of great defense. Connor Lytle with the inning-ending play. Back in the top of the 5th. Deerfield turning 2 outfield assists in the bottom of the 5th. The 1 high, or Sorry, the 1-1. They're behind now 2-1. Maslowskis with a 8-6 strikeout to walk ratio coming into this game. The 2-1 is lined into left center for a base hit. Ramey keeps the top of the 6th alive for Deerfield. Now we'll see if... Oh, it looks like Deerfield will elect to go to a pinch hitter here. Instead of Cole Gear, it'll be typically DH Barrett Adams. Barrett is the only freshman on the team. The young left-handed hitter has great power for his age. Deerfield's looking for a spark off the bench. Maslowskis deals, and that's grounded up the middle off the mound tarp, and Lytle will step on second for the 3rd out of the inning. So 1 pitch, and Maslowskis sets down the pinch hitter Barrett Adams. Westminster still lead at 1-0. They'll look to pad it as we go to the bottom of the 6th before trying to close it out in the top of the 7th. We're back for the bottom of the 6th. Westminster still lead at 1-0. As you can see, the gorgeous Duncan Park that the Hartford Yard Goats typically play in. Deerfield and Westminster had this game on the calendar for a long time, and you're seeing why right now. It's a gorgeous field. Imagine it's an awesome place to play as a pro. And Deerfield will make their 2nd call to the bullpen. So coming in for Connor Mudd is Trip Wadowitz, and Connor Mudd's final line, he threw 43 pitches, pitched 3 innings of relief, allowed 1 run on 3 hits and 2 walks. So Wadowitz is fresh off a start against Worcester. And the junior will be tasked on keeping this a 1-run game. First pitch grounded foul for Jake Plow. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Wadowitz threw 5 innings of 3-run ball. Only 2 were earned against Worcester on Saturday, as that's another big swing and a miss by the left fielder. Wadowitz walked 2, struck out 3. He's been one of Deerfield's 3 aces at the top. As that runs inside and almost hits Plow with 2 strikes. That's definitely not what he's going for. Count runs to 1-2. And that is lined past the jumping Connor Moriarty into center for a leadoff base hit. Wadowitz had Plow down to 0-2. Plow found a pitch to drive, and he will be the leadoff runner as Westminster look to double their lead. Stephen Hamada 2 for 2, both singles. He drove in the only run of today's game. So 2 lefties and a righty are in Wadowitz's initial pocket. His first pitch, outside. 1-0 now. Pickoff throw not in time on Plow. The pitch will be taken for a called strike. Count evens up on the right fielder. The 1-1 is grounded. Ramey's got it. Throw over to second for 1. They won't have a play at first. And they're going to rule that he was safe. So Jake Plow beat the throw to second base. And we're going to have a dispute. Westminster coach disagrees with something. I'm not sure what the official call is. And they will rule it out. Okay, that's what I thought. Or, I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's take a look at the replay. Everyone thinks it's safe. Here we go. Okay, so Ramey's got it. Throw over and sliding into the bag. Oh, are they saying that it's because Rigney dropped it? Maybe they're saying he never had control of it after the transfer. So they will rule that he was safe. That's what it was. It was Rigney dropping the throw on the transfer. Never recorded the out. So now it'll be runners on first and second, nobody out for Jack Sheldon. Tough break for Deerfield, who now put Trip Wadowitz in a bind. He'll have to strand multiple runners with nobody out. Here's the play again if you missed it. So Rigney really just never had possession of the ball. Dropped out of the glove. They just didn't rule it a catch. So the umpire's talking it out with Coach Moriarty. There's Sawyer. It's a late and close 1-run ball game. Tough situation, and call will hold. So Jake Plow leads off second. Stephen Hamada off first. Jack Sheldon up to the dish, trying to double Westminster's 1-0 lead. He's 0 for 2 on the day. His last at bat, he grounded into an inning-ending double play. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Waterman backpack thrown into center field. Going to third is Plow. Costello's throw will not make it. And on the throw, Hamada took second base. So an E2 will give Westminster 2 runners in scoring position. Still nobody out. And for anyone keeping score at home, I called the play by Hamada a fielder's choice. And that was an E2 against Sheldon, a 1-0 count. Wadowitz's pitch will be a called strike, evening things up. He'll have to have marksman-like precision as Deerfield draw the infield in. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Sheldon unable to catch up that time. One strike away from recording a big first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Wadowitz deals, and that's grounded right to Jake Rohan, who will watch the runners go back. Throw over to second. Do they have him hung up? We've got a pickle, everybody. Throw over to home. Waterman's tag. Out at the plate. Deerfield win the pickle. A double play. So a costly base running error by Steven Hamada, who tried advancing the third. He thought that Plo was also going home. Drew a throw to second. Brought the throw to second. Plo goes home. And then Deerfield take the out. Nice online throw by Connor Moriarty from the second base bag. Almost a reverse pickoff. That's low and outside on the center fielder Turton. So a 3-6-2 double play. And that'll be a called strike. Count evens at 1 now. Here's the pickle again. Plo hustling home, an online throw. Waterman's tag in time. Skip in front of Waterman, 2-1. You never want to be in a pickle. Things always go wrong, especially with multiple runners. Deerfield, strong defense shines again. The 2-1, runs high on Turton. 3-1, runner still off third. 2 away in the inning as Westminster are looking for a base hit to double their lead before they try and close it out in the top of the 7th. Wadowitz deals, and a called strike. Full count now. 1 pitch away from getting out of this scoreless. The 3-2 is skied to center. Going back Costello. He'll make the catch. Trip Wadowitz with runners on second and third. Nobody out, gets out of trouble. Deerfield with masterful execution of a pickle play. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Westminster looking to close out a 1-0 razor-thin victory here at Duncan Park. We're back for the top of the 7th. Westminster lead it 1-0 as they have since the bottom of the 3rd. They'll ask Vincent Maslowskis for a 3rd inning of relief as they look to close out a big victory here at Duncan Park. It'll be 9-1-2 in the order for Deerfield. Today's left fielder Landon Wayne recorded a sharp outfield assist. And he'll take a first pitch strike to start off this at-bat. The 0-1 on Wayne is taken for strike 2. Maslowskis looking to be efficient in one of his longest outings of the season. The 0-2 to Wayne is skied into left center. After its blow, his hat falls off. He makes the running catch. Second hard hit, pulled fly ball for Wayne. Unable to see one drop today. 1 away in the inning. So now Connor Moriarty comes up for the 4th time. He's 0 for 2 with a single, 2 stolen bases, and he reached once on an error by his shortstop counterpart, also named Connor Lytle. The Bowdoin commit is looking to reach as he represents the tying run. Ball 1 from Maslowskis. Moriarty is top 3 on the team in on-base percentage. 1-0 is high, 2-0. It's the top of the Deerfield order. With 1 away, they just need to drive in 1 to tie it. Trying to find the strike zone. Maslowskis cannot. Count runs to 3-0 now. In danger of putting the speedy Moriarty on the base paths. We saw what he did last time, wreaking havoc, getting an errant throw from Easton Massey, advancing all the way to 3rd. But Deerfield were unable to bring him in. And that'll go high, a 4-pitch walk to Connor Moriarty. Deerfield have the tying run on base here in the top of the 7th. For center fielder Malachi Costello. Malachi's had plenty of work today in the outfield. A lot of balls hit to center. Deerfield are looking for him to have a big moment with the bat too. They're playing him to pull. He can poke one opposite field. Moriarty could go all the way to 3rd base. The first pitch is outside. So that's 5 straight balls from Maslowskis, who's looking for his command as he tries to get a 3-inning save. Steps off. Moriarty retreats to 1st. The 1-0 is lined right to Sheldon, who dives to make the catch. And, well, okay, so he dropped it actually, and they took the out at 2nd base. So Costello will replace Moriarty at 1st. And now Deerfield are down to their last out as they try and tie it. Here's the play. So Sheldon, it looked like he made a diving catch. Moriarty had to retreat because he didn't want to get doubled off. They took the out at 2nd. Costello still ran down the line. So it'll be a 4-6 putout. Fletcher Waterman will take strike 1 on the outside edge. Deerfield's Holy Cross committed catcher is 0 for 2 with a walk today. He drew the walk in his last at-bat, also against Maslowskis. Costello, you know, you might have thought Deerfield lost speed on the bases. Costello leads the team in swipes. Don't be surprised if he's running here. The 1-0 is high on, or the 0-1 is high on Waterman. 1-1 now. swing and a miss. Moves it to 1-2. Westminster looking for one more strike here. Deerfield trying to keep this game alive here in the top of the 7th. The pitch from Maslowskis as Costello breaks. Waterman skies that foul right off the party deck. Party deck is a second deck club here in Duncan Park. Waterman stays alive for at least one more pitch. Maslowskis looking for his first strikeout. It'll be low and outside. The count evens at 2. If you're looking for a big hit from the top of their 1-0. The 2-2 to Waterman as Costello breaks. Jack swing fouled off. Do it again. The Franklin Pierce commit on the mound. The Holy Cross commit at the plate. The Iona commit at first. The 2-2 one more time. And Waterman skies it foul again. Over the roof. Six pitches in this at-bat. Deerfield trying to fight their way back into this game. The 2-2 again. High. Nowhere near enough vertical break. The count runs to full now on Waterman. Maslowskis does not want to put him on for Gavin Rigney, who's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Gavin scorched one down the line earlier this game, just went foul. The 3-2 pitch to Waterman with 2 outs, a swing and a miss. Westminster hold on. A 3-inning save for Vincent Maslowskis as Westminster even the season series and moved to 12-5 on the year. A thrilling, low-scoring win. Their only run came in the bottom of the 3rd from with an RBI single from Stephen Hamada. Max Williams picks up the win. Connor Mudd will take the loss for Deerfield. And Vincent Maslowskis records a spectacular 3-inning save here at Duncan Park. So these two teams won't see each other till next year. These are both 2 top playoff teams. Deerfield #1 in the Central New England League. Westminster fighting to get higher than 3rd, which they are right now in the Founders League. So Westminster will return home for a game against Taft tomorrow, and then Deerfield will continue their road trip as they'll go on to play their final league game against Andover on Saturday. Make sure to tune into those games then. It's been a pleasure to commentate this one here at Duncan Park. Westminster win 1-0. What a great game it was. Thank you all for listening. I'm Adam Lippman, and have a great rest of your day.